Hey guys, so now it's been about 3 days later of my unboxing, and I said that I'd give you guys an update. So, as you can see, I have glued, I have patched, I have painted over and fixed it. I reached out to the seller and he basically refunded me $100 US for it. So, at the end of the day, this only cost me $120 US plus $50 Canadian in duties and taxes. So, altogether, I'm in about, I think, $210 Canadian for this thing, plus my time of fixing it and whatnot. So, um, yeah. And while I was, after I fixed it, all the kind of glossiness in this was kind of dulled out. So, what I did was I used this stuff, this gloss varnish, acrylic resin, and I just painted over everything inside here, all inside the egg opening, and I even put a whole two coats on the face hugger, and I put some gloss varnish on all these little kind of webby things and made some drip marks coming down, kind of to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, slimy, like the movie. And I was looking at photos of the Prime 1 Studios 1/3 scale egg, and I have to say, this I prefer this way more over the Prime 1, and that one goes for, I don't know, 380 to 500 US. I've seen them sell for. It's kind of insane, even though it's huge. It's 1/3 scale. I just don't like the size of the facehugger. This facehugger is huge. It's like kind of coming out and kind of crawling out, whereas the other one just kind of sits on the top in the opening. So I do prefer this one way more. And what I did notice about the Prime 1 is everything is glossy, everything's slimy. So I might do some stuff to this base. I'm not sure yet. I might make some stuff gloss, semi-gloss, add some more green and gray tones to it, because right now it kind of looks like kind of blah, with all the tendrils almost the same color as the 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 ground here, or the rock, or whatever it's on. So I'd rather it be a little bit more greenish gray, and I'd leave the rock this color. Um, but yeah, so while I was also varnishing, I noticed that there was more damage. This leg here is broken right at this joint. It's very not noticeable. I could probably fill it in with some, I don't know, some putty, but I could leave it as is. You won't be able to see. And if you see my other photos, this leg here was actually bent all the way into there. And I thought that was normal, but it wasn't, because there's a crack right here, and it had twisted it and pushed it all the way in there. So I guess when this part broke, and it must have been some sort of like angled impact this way, and this had pushed all the way in there. Good thing that these are more flexible. There's a wire in there. That's how they made it. So I just bent the wire and just kind of twisted it and pushed it back into place. I'll do some close-ups so you'll see that crack. I can probably fill that in as well. Um, but yeah, for the price that I got this, I'm very happy. Even though these only retail for like 90 euros back in 2003, but they only made 888 of these. There's not many for sale. I've been searching forever for it, and ever since the movie Romulus came out, it just kicked my butt into overdrive to find one of these and find one at a good deal. And even though it got broken, it's not something I would sell. This is something that I'd keep probably forever, or give it away or whatnot. So, because it doesn't have the box. But yeah, everything is fixed. Everything looks good. I really like this piece. I think that this one, for at any scale, is probably, dare I say, the best alien egg and face hugger statue out there. It just looks so good. Even though with my little tweaks of gloss, I think it makes it look even better. But just the way that the face hugger comes out, the way he's posed on it, kind of like he's just emerging out of it, ready to crawl on the ground after you. I just think it's so awesome, especially with all the detail in there. So if you watch Alien, uh, the veins in this egg are exactly like the movie. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's take this off the tripod here and I'll do some close-ups. So we'll get right in onto the facehugger. You can see there like how glossy I made it, so it looks so good. And another thing that I noticed is if you look at these the ends of these legs on the facehugger, they look like fingernails. And you know how like the xenomorphs kind of take after like humans, that's why they have the kind of like the skull inside the dome and whatnot, but these kind of resemble human fingers with their nails. So I don't know, maybe I haven't looked really into aliens and maybe that's what it's supposed to be, but that just makes perfect sense to me, and I thought that was pretty cool when I was glossing everything and I noticed that. So yeah, okay, so back to the facehugger. You can see there all the gloss that makes it have that really wet look. There is that crack when I go up close to it, right there on that leg that was bent all the way down into there. Maybe some of my photos will show that position, but it looks much better out like that. And then here is the other crack there in that leg, which is fine too. It from once you move back from here, nothing is noticeable. Maybe that crack, but now if I go a little bit further, nothing is noticeable. All right, and we'll go to the back here. This is where I fixed it. You can kind of see the line there, but I think I did a pretty good job at patching that. And then when I do the gloss resin over, it really kind of hides that crack even more. All right, so looks pretty good there, right? Pat myself on the back. I think it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so now into the egg there. I think that looks great. Except this piece here they could have made it look a little bit better. It just kind of looks. If they blended the colors better, it would look more as one versus they kind of just like stuck it in there. Like the facehugger and that were painted separately, and they pegged it in and then glued it in, and that was it. So if they kind of painted it more like this color here onto there, I think it would have matched much better. But yeah, look at the veins, look at that gloss that I added to it. Looks so good. All right, and this is the egg itself. I added all the gloss on these slime trails or the membrane, and then I dripped some resin down the egg there on the side. Again, the prime one, the whole egg is just all slimy, and I kind of like the mix of it. There. Back to the facehugger's face. See how it just looks wet, which looks great. And yeah, more there. And let's see if I can get underneath here so you guys can see what the facehugger looks like. I'm sorry, I'm just hitting the table there, but he has detail underneath there. Not even sure. Let's tilt him up and see. Yeah, you can't really see it from there, but it is there. Like the mouth part, which goes down your throat and puts the chest buster into you, the alien. Maybe we can see it from this angle here. Yeah, you can kind of see it from this angle. Right there. And that looks great too. Maybe this angle here. Yeah. Looks really good. And then of course the base with all the tendrils here. This one looks like the beginning of Earthworm Jim. But as you can see, it's very one kind of color. At some angles, there's some green hues in it, but I'd like it to be a little bit more pronounced. So I'm going to figure out something. I'll probably airbrush that, to borrow my buddy's airbrush, and or maybe borrow him and get him to do it for me. But yeah, that's it. This is my fixed and now my beloved Attakus alien egg with a face hugger, circa 2003. Happy to have it in my collection. I'm going to put it actually fits perfectly with my dog alien. I'm going to show you a picture of it afterwards. And I think it just is perfect in my display. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm feeling much better about it. If you watched earlier in this video, I was pretty upset with the broken piece. And, the broken legs after I got the refund didn't bother me as much. I'm pretty handy. I can fix stuff. And yeah, I just really wanted this to be in my collection. Like, usually I just send it back, but I just wanted it so bad. And, here it is in the collection. All right. So please like and subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think of this. I think it's awesome compared to everything else that's out there. NECA Prime 1, even the Sideshow one that came out a few years ago. This is just blows them all away. I think it looks gorgeous, and it is heavy as heck. All right, so please like and subscribe, comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.